after a late night out, the next morning going for a bacon roll, that being my special food memory that I associate with like early Glasgow, and it's just such a fond memory. My name is Ben Mervis. I am a food writer, researcher and editor, and at Glasgow Uni I studied medieval history. When I moved to Copenhagen, I kind of fell into the food world. I'd always had an interest in food, but it was not a professional interest. It wasn't something that was really on my radar. I just kind of put my CV everywhere and ultimately ended up in food, and then just kind of furthered my interest and got me thinking about food in new ways and kind of opened my mind to what that kind of work in that kind of field could be. Research and editing, I think, really helpful to have graduated from a course that, when I was on the degree, I probably was thinking, what use is of medieval history? But I think that it really helps your critical abilities, analyzing each and every line. It really influenced my style of writing, and I should be able to back it all up. And I think that comes from studying medieval history. So the British Cookbook is an exploration of traditional British food culture that spans, everywhere from like Cornwall to Shetland and back again. It's showing kind of what brings together disparate parts of the country and sets them apart. So what makes us distinct? What do we have in common? Yeah, just celebrating regionality, seasonality, diversity in British food culture, which I think, especially as an American, so as someone who kind of sees British food culture with fresh eyes, it's an attempt to do this all with a degree of seriousness that is not quite often given. And I absolutely love kind of all aspects of British food culture. I would say the key learning, which I've known for a while and has kind of helped me at various stages throughout my career, has been never hold back when I have an idea in mind, even if you feel maybe you're unqualified, maybe you're not sure if this is, if you're going to be accepted or something like that. To really go for it anyway. It is definitely a case of figuring it out while you're doing it. And I think just embracing the fact that it's okay to not know what you're doing. Notice what your strengths are. Notice what you're good at, or even what your limitations are, and kind of build that project around the limitations and your natural strengths. There isn't a path. I think you create the path when you kind of look back and you can see where you've gone. Making one choice at a time is how you arrive at a destination that is amazing, but it's not a place that you maybe couldn't have expected. When you look far ahead and you're trying to think about what you want to do in 10 years, where you want to be in 10 years, you kind of lose sight of the fact that we change. Make the best decisions you can in the short term, and that will carry into the best decisions long term. Well, I live in the south side now, south side of Glasgow, and I would say all of the West End kind of reminds me of uni. Sometimes it's hard to go back without having that bittersweet nostalgia, but positive overall. I really loved my time at Glasgow. I'm super proud to have graduated from Glasgow Uni. No one's forced me to say that. Yeah, I really love all of it. Being at Glasgow really changed me as an individual and kind of redirected my life's path. I feel like I owe quite a lot to that experience. There's so many little stories and little places that I look back on fondly.